So Solo, a Star Wars story, has been released in theaters and has had its fair share of problems in terms of box office, but that's not what I want to talk about. Far from there. But before going any further, I want to clarify this, that I love Star Wars and I still support the franchise, so I'm not in the boycott Disney group. I just wanted to analyze what I think could be going wrong with our beloved franchise. By the way, I've seen Solo and I enjoyed it a lot. Could probably give it about a 6 out of 10, but I don't do reviews and I'm here to talk about something else. See, the problem isn't about Solo or whatever spin-off they are making. The problem is Star Wars. I'm not going to even touch on the fact that Rey in The Force Awakens mastered the Force in 30 minutes, something that took Luke Skywalker 3 films to achieve. I'm not going to talk about how she went finding Luke to train her just to end up training herself to the way of the Jedi. I'm not even going to talk about how Luke dies without doing anything significant in the franchise, even though he was the last remaining Jedi, and also practically the main protagonist of the original series. Luke Skywalker died without training anyone and without fighting alongside his sister. No, what's left of his legacy is how he almost murdered his nephew in his sleep. But we are not here to talk about that. Just like we are not here to talk about a droid asking for equal rights in a Star Wars movie, even though this franchise is supposed to be an escape from a weird world. Okay, I'm gonna stop now and get to the point. Sorry. See, the original Star Wars came out in 1977 and was followed by 2 sequels. All 3 movies were critically acclaimed and loved by fans. These fans will later make it their passion to talk about Star Wars, to read books about Star Wars, etc., etc. But what was that? What made people so invested in Star Wars in the first place? I mean, I don't know about you, but from where I live, it was about the ending in Return of the Jedi. Yes, Star Wars ended. Our favorite villain Darth Vader was given a very emotional death, and our heroes were celebrating their victory. You tend to pray for something when it's over and you are left with nothing for years, except books, or maybe shitty holiday specials. Then cut years later, George Lucas comes back with the prequels. Look, say what you want about the prequels, and just like what Disney is doing now, I think the prequels were just an excuse to get more of that Star Wars money. That's just how it works, it's business. But again, unlike the current Star Wars, the prequel had a beginning, a middle, and an end. We knew it was going to end right around where the episode 4 begins. I want to give an example. Look at Marvel. People wonder why they're so successful right now. Well, Marvel have been building on Thanos, and even though Marvel is not Star Wars in terms of legacy yet, they made promises and fans knew what they needed to get, why they needed to get invested in this universe, because there was an end game. Then let's go back to The Force Awakens. People celebrate the return of Star Wars, thinking the franchise will make promises for the future and an endgame. And they didn't make those promises. Then came The Last Jedi. That movie took all those promises, like Rey's parents, Snoke, Luke Skywalker, and threw all that down the fucking toilet. And now you have a spin-off movie like Han Solo or a Boba Fett movie being announced, an Obi-Wan movie in the works. Then now, do you see the problem? Do you see the fucking problem? Star Wars is not going anywhere anymore. There's no more endgame. Star Wars is like the DCEU. They now have like 121 movies planned, with no ending considered because the mouths need to keep making that money. I know some will say that after Infinity War, Marvel will still be making movies, but that's the thing. They will have to stop making other promises. And knowing Marvel, with all the Fox merger thing going on, they probably know where they're going next. I can't even tell you what to expect from an episode 9. Like, tell me, honestly, I want you to tell me that you, sitting in your chair, know or have theories of what happens or what could happen in episode 9. You don't know. And the spin-offs, they're not all bad. I don't have problem with them, as long as they serve a story, as long as we keep moving forward. Rogue One was a great spin-off, not necessarily a great film. but it didn't seem all that useless to me because I always wondered how Princess Leia got those plans. And I'm too lazy to read books, so I went opening night to watch that movie. And it made $1 billion. Really, a Han Solo movie? Boba Fett movie? Why? Han Solo was just a movie about Han Solo running around, doing stuff we have heard about him, but nothing new to add to the overall plot of Star Wars. So when you look at the future, there's nothing to look ahead. Nothing. Are we going to pretend people are excited about Episode 9 when The Last Jedi felt like the ending of the whole thing? All that while leaving the fans with unanswered questions and disappointments, and then dropping an Han Solo movie on us? Look, my suggestion is for Disney. Go back to the drawing boards and think about what used to make Star Wars so special. Stop throwing garbage at us just cause it's Star Wars. Tell good stories, respect what was done in the past, and make us some promises for the future that are accompanied by good storytelling and don't have political agendas attached to them. Thank you. Because I don't know about you guys, but all I want is the Star Wars magic back.